would introduce one important person before we go, somebody who's been a rock star in our program. And I wanted to bring him in so you guys can get some comparison. And by the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm bringing in speakers, asking them questions, because what's happening in for most of us, when we're looking at something, when we're thinking about taking action on anything, if you're taking action in your business, taking action on whatever it is that you want to grow, it's good to hear other people and what they're doing. So without further ado, right, I want to bring up one of our rock stars who's been doing it and crushing it. Well, that's up to him. He's going to share that, right? Charles Njoya. How are you, Charles? How are you, man?
Thank you. Thank you so much, David, for bringing me in. It's always a pleasure to speak at these events. You are, I can't say how much your program means to me. You basically changed my whole perception of the game. You are a real coach to me, a mentor. I appreciate you, sir.
I really appreciate that, Charles. So, Charles, tell us about where you're at, and then tell us a little bit about your accounting or your tax career. Tell us where you're from and tax career.
So I come into this profession with kind of a strong background in accounting, and so I started my career some 26 years ago with PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC. I started PwC in Africa. Then within 2 years, I was in PwC UK. Then I went back to Africa as a manager after 3 years in the UK. I went back to Africa as a manager within PwC. I was doing a lot of consulting across the continent. Then I moved from there, I moved to the US, still with PwC. I grew up to the level of director within PwC. So I have a strong background in accounting and taxes. Then when I started my practice in 2019. It was all about doing business. We were doing consulting, some audits, we were doing taxes. But when I met you that was in May of 2023. That's when I attended one of these conferences, and you just took my whole career in a different direction. And since then, I mean, the process has just been crazy for me, and I just feel like there's a button that lit up, and I'm just following, and I just feel like last year I've abandoned everything that had to do with consulting and everything. I'm just doing tax strategy right now, and it's doing what I intended to do. So basically, I want to thank you for all of that. I want to thank this program because it's really redirected my effort. My teams are excited. We don't work too much as we used to do before, but I think the return on our investment is much, much, much more satisfying. Thank you.
So Charles, what city are you in right now?
I'm in Houston, Texas.
Yes. Great state of Texas. Well,
absolutely.
So tell us some of the things that you've learned from the program. What have we helped you learn?
So, I mean, this program is a full mentorship program. One of the things that we acquire from here is, first of all, I have an incredible system now that works for me in terms of the CRM. I mean, at times you don't know the power of having a system that basically is a customer relationship. It has everything together. So the CRM has given me a lot. Not only that, in terms of the marketing is, I mean, you guys have a solid team that helps us with the marketing. So my tax plan business, basically we are very much on track to getting to that point where we're making clearly 100 plus a year, every month, 100 plus every month.
How much have you made so far? How much have you made so far since you've been working with us?
So far this year, I've made 450, around there, 450. So it's
nice, damn, dude.
Yeah. So 450 as of December of 2023. So and that is just money that's coming from tax advice and things like that. So basically you also learn how to basically market yourself online. I talk online, I send a lot of things. So again, David, you're like, I copy a lot from you because you teach us how to do that.
You
And
do.
yeah, so
You do a good
and
job, by the
it
way.
works, and it works. It really works. It does.
I follow you, by the way, Charles. When I met Charles, he wasn't doing a lot of marketing and a lot of training or any of those things. And I've been watching him grow on social media. If you don't, if you have not, or you don't know who Charles is, you should follow him on social media. He is a great example of somebody who was shy, who was a little bit of an extrovert when we met him, and then all of a sudden he realized if I just do one or two things, I can make this work. And I've seen it happen, guys. You could follow him. Do you have like a social media channel they can follow you on? What is it?
Absolutely. My social media channel is, you can actually on the board there, it's my name. If you just type my name, then you will see me on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and even on YouTube, on TikTok as well. And you could also look for CHN advisors. C as in cat, H as in hotel, N as in Nancy, CHN advisors. I mean, you would see a mini David there.
Well, they already found you. That's what Anna says. So I appreciate you sharing that. So if somebody is here today, Charles, and they're like, I'm thinking about joining the program, I don't know what to think, what should they be considering? What would you tell them?
I'll tell them that it works. It is an incredible program. I mean, even for people, people who have no experience in this business, they are making it, because this business, I mean, it's worked for me. And I came into this program, like David said, I wasn't the best of speakers. I wasn't the best of guys who would go out there and just be doing my thing. But now I feel like we can, you can do it. These guys, I mean, one thing that I would say is that when we invest in these programs, what we get in return is far more than the investment. These guys, they put in a lot of effort in trying to make us win. They basically bet their lives on making us win. And that is the power of it. It's not, when I came here and I told you that, I don't know if I told you that, David, I was telling Dan that there was a program that I joined before, and I just felt it was a scam. I paid money and I didn't see nothing. You guys, I always feel like I am basically, I am getting quite more than I asked for, because you guys, you just go out of your way to make sure that we win. You're teaching us things. You're always there. And every day we are on this program for an hour. Nobody does that. I don't see that anywhere. We are on this program every day for an hour, teaching us about how to do the job, what are the tax strategies we have to put in place. They're helping you set up your CRM. They're helping you set up your marketing, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram. They basically set it up for you. And they make sure that your statistics are being kept. I mean, it's just incredible that what you guys provide in terms of value. So, I mean, I'll tell anybody, if you are thinking about it, you better jump into it. You have this, if you need a mentor, you need a coach. It's not only about David. It's not only about David. You think about Dwight, you think about Dan, you think about people like George. All these guys, they are always there to help you win. And I remember when I had one of my clients, the first clients, everybody was really trying to help me sell that client for me. And that's amazing. That's just amazing what you get from him.
Well, I appreciate that. That the feedback always helps, by the way. I mean, I know in our calls daily, we don't get a lot of time to talk one-on-one, but I know that you're always engaged, and I really appreciate you, man. And I'm thankful, and I'm super happy to see you succeed and connect with like-minded people in the group. I see you partnering with some people in the group. I saw you with James all the time. You guys are killing it. Y'all are killing it, man. And I'm very thankful for you, Charles. Thank you so much for being here, my man. I appreciate you. Have a great and
Thank-
fantastic rest of your day, my man.
Thanks, guy. Thanks, David. Appreciate it.